Welcome to the You, Me, and Disney podcast. Hi, welcome back. I'm Nikki.
I'm Shawn.
Happy Memorial Day weekend.
Happy Memorial Day weekend, Nikki.
Thanks to everyone out there who was served.
Served,
Happy Memorial Day to you.
served in the past, present, future.
Yep, absolutely. What's up?
Honor our heroes.
Yes.
Put a flag out for them,
Yes.
right?
It's a little gloomy here in New England.
It sucks.
I'm trying so hard to be positive. I know Memorial Day is obviously celebration for veterans and people who serve in the military. It is also the unofficial start to the summer. Here in New England, you could wear a winter coat.
It's tradition of eating as much tubed meat as possible.
Yeah, I heard that it's 96 degrees and sunny in Florida.
I tried to get us a last-minute flight. They were sold out. I tried.
Yep.
I did not want to be here.
It's raining. It's cold.
It sucks.
It sucks.
I was talking to somebody online who was in Florida. I was like, oh, yeah, it's 47 degrees and it's possibly going to snow.
Yep.
Yeah. As it should be,
This end of May, almost in June. Yep, sounds about right. It has rained for 2 straight weeks. So I guess let's talk about something more uplifting.
Yeah. So I have housekeeping. I have 2 things.
You do?
Two.
Go.
Don't look at my house. Don't look at my
I'm
stuff.
not looking at nothing.
Stop creeping. 2 things. One is actually going back to an episode we did a couple weeks ago. Beacon Barrel.
Yeah.
I said there was going to be...
A time limit?
No, I'm sorry. This goes to Beacon Barrel and Geo 82, I believe. I said that there was a 2-drink minimum. It's a 2-drink maximum.
Oh!
I was getting my words confused. You can only have 2 drinks. Not you're going to come in here and they're going to force you to have 2 drinks. Do you remember when I was saying that?
I didn't even pick that up.
Yeah, well, I did. So I was like, because I was go back in my brain and I was like, I was saying 2-drink minimum a lot. I was like, I don't think that's correct. 2-drink maximum.
Yeah, but it's funny because I instantly knew what you meant.
Yes. So the time limit.
So we're not going to go in there. She's going to shove 2 drinks in your face?
Feel like you need to leave trashed. There's 2 drinks. Drink them now.
Okay.
And have 4, possibly 5.
So 2 drink maximum.
Yes, in 45 minutes. And I was right about what's the place in Galaxy's Edge? That is Olga's Cantina.
Yeah.
Is also 2-drink maximum and 45 minutes. Still to this day.
I tried to do a little research after we talked about that. They politely remind you of the time. So it sounds like when they first seat you, they must express that again.
Yeah.
Like, oh, welcome folks, whatever. 2-drink maximum.
Yeah.
And time limit is, so they must, like, you know how when you go to a restaurant and you feel rushed when they bring you the check?
All the time.
The time. They must literally at 40-minute mark, here's your check.
I wonder how they probably when they seat you, enter you into a computer system of some sort. So it's like it has a little timer going.
Yeah, and I thought I read a very poor review, actually, of Olga's Cantina.
Oh.
The person was I don't know if they were alone or it was just the 2 of them, and they sat them in high tops. And then when people left, they requested to sit at a different table and they wouldn't move them, and they had it wasn't the best review at all. And again, we've never been, probably because we have kids and it just hasn't ever fit into our day. Not because I don't want to go.
Yeah,
I want to go.
I want to go in there and just see what it looks like and feel the character immersion and stuff like that, because I think it would be pretty cool. So, 2-drink maximum. I needed to clarify it because it's funny when you're sitting there and you're going over an episode in your brain and you're like, oh, I think I messed that up. But during the course of a day, it's not like I have a little notepad and I'm like, oh, remind myself to fix this, because the next piece of housekeeping is funny because I reminded myself of it last week during the episode and then totally forgot while I was talking about it. When we were talking about Lamborghinis, and then I was like, oh, remember Abu Dhabi?
Yes.
I needed to say it's called the Burj Khalifa. That's the name of the building.
Yes. Do you know what it is? Oh, excuse me.
Is that what it is?
You and I had talked about that, not during a podcast.
Yeah.
We had gone upstairs and we had talked about it and we had found it and we were like, oh, yeah. Well, we'll remember.
Yeah.
And
And then you don't forget because I don't write it down.
And then,
Right.
yeah.
So the Burj Khalifa
is the biggest
building in the world presently.
Tallest. Not biggest, tallest.
2,700 feet high, which is half a mile. Half a mile in the air. It's taller than any building on the world presently today. As of today, tomorrow could be different.
Yeah.
Or when whoever listens to this in the future could be different.
Oh,
so
nice.
that's my housekeeping.
I don't think I have anything.
Yeah. I'm sure by the end of this episode, we might have something, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go. What do you got?
There's not a lot of news.
Really?
There is not a lot. And I'll tell you why. Because our last story is probably going to have to do with why there's no news this week.
Okay.
It's imagine we're in a spaceship
that
is hurtling towards the sun.
Okay.
And there's no escape.
Yeah.
We're on this rocket ship and everybody knows what's coming.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Okay, go.
All right. Our first story is we talked about it last week, is the Little Mermaid show.
Oh, yeah, we said the marquee went up last week.
Yep.
The concept art was cute. It looks like
they showed a lot of videos.
It's nice.
Yeah. The thing about it is, this is the thing that I want to talk about. It's going to be on the Lightning Lane pass system.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, why?
So you could sit in the front?
No, I don't get it. I don't understand why shows and character meet and greets are lightning lanes.
So meet and greets I can understand, because if you're in a lightning lane for a meet and greet, that means you're not waiting.
We've never done that. How does that even look? What does that look like?
You must go to the front.
Do you cut in front of all these people?
Oh my God, people must hate you.
That's what I mean. Like, imagine that being like, a ride is one thing, but you're waiting in line to just see Mickey or your favorite character. And then it's like, I'm cutting. That seems kind of gross, doesn't it?
It does seem kind of gross. We've never had a character meet and greet and anyone cut in front of us. I wonder if they merge people. So I would never personally use a lightning lane for a meet and greet. I also don't have a 2-year-old who has to see Mickey Mouse and will only wait 2 minutes.
For a character.
Yeah.
How about for a show? Does that just mean you're guaranteed seating?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think that Frozen Ever After, I think he has lightning lanes.
Yeah.
And I think Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular
also has
it. And that would make sense, because remember when we went to go get in line for Indiana Jones? So Indiana Jones is a show.
Yep.
It's wonderful if you've never been to it. It's been at MGM. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's that park? Sorry. Hollywood Studios, maybe?
I just warped back to the 1900s. What was I just saying?
You're talking about Indiana Jones.
Oh my God,
Spectacular.
I'm struggling today.
Yeah, you are.
Anyway, Indiana Jones is almost like an open amphitheater, and it's a live show. And we got in line one time, and thank God you asked. It was for standing room only.
Standing room only, which seems insane, but it is a large amphitheater. I'm looking at the fake mock-up drawing of it right now. It is big, so it's because it seems like Hollywood Studios, out of most parks, actually does have a lot of shows, right? And they're going to have more. So they're going to have Indiana Jones. They're going to have villains. Mm-hmm. They're going to have Little Mermaid. They have Frozen over there, right?
Yeah, Frozen Ever After.
Frozen Ever After.
They're actually, it's across the street, so to say.
Yeah.
So Gertie's in the center there. And you go to Indiana Jones, and then right next door is
This seems new. Meet Disney stars on the red carpet dreams? That's new. Huh.
It's not.
It's not?
Oh. It's not. So the last time we were there, I had gone to go see Pluto with our daughter.
Oh, is that where it was? Where Olaf is too?
No. So Pluto is over by where the Little Mermaid is, over in that section.
Oh, it's way over there.
It's over there. The reason I tell you this is because when we walked back to meet you guys at Star Tours Adventures, when you walk by ABC Commissary, there's a little cubby that you would never even really pay attention to, and Mickey and Minnie, that's where it is. It's right there on the left.
Yeah, I see it right there.
See the ABC?
Meet Disney stars on the red carpet dreams. Oh, that's super cute.
Mickey and Minnie. So we went and hit up Pluto, and we were coming back, and I was like, let's check to see what Mickey and Minnie are. We were walking right this way, and it was like a 65-minute wait.
Oh wow, I'm actually I
So
just
we did.
actually just clicked. I actually just clicked the meet character buttons.
Yeah, have you
Whoa.
never seen that?
Whoa, no, I've never
Oh my
seen
God,
that,
yeah.
and I didn't know there was this many characters in the park to meet.
That's how I found
Whoa.
Pluto.
Whoa, there's a lot of characters.
Yep. That's how I found Pluto at Hollywood Studios and where he was.
Edna Mode?
Yeah.
What? When? Since when?
I don't know.
Mrs. Incredible? Sully? Is this must be new.
So
This has to be going on.
Sully I knew about. I didn't know. See, there's a lot of the thing about Hollywood Studios is
Frozone?
that I didn't know.
This seems brand new. I've never seen any of this. This Joy?
You know where Joy is.
No, I know where Sadness is.
They're across the way together.
Okay. Ariel.
Oh no, time out.
This all seems new to me.
Joy and Sadness, I know that why that just stuck in your brain. Joy and Sadness used to be where Baymax was.
Okay.
Remember?
Goofy. Oh yeah, that's where Goofy is. So that's
Yeah.
Okay, over there.
And I-
Chewbacca, we
and I
actually
didn't-
know by Launch Bay.
I didn't know
Darth
about
Vader.
I didn't know about Donald because I would
BB-8.
have given anything to see Donald. You know how I love Donald meet and greet.
Wow, this seems new on my Disney experience. I've never really gone into the character tab up at the top. So wow, there's a lot of characters to meet. But anyway.
Anyway, whoa.
So where do we even
What's the-
begin this story?
Should we start over?
We should. Lightning lanes.
Okay, so
Using a
Ariel
lightning lane.
using a lightning lane. I don't if you want to waste your lightning lane on Little Mermaid, that's on you. I'm not wasting my lightning lane on Little Mermaid.
Seems excessive, doesn't it?
Just so you can they must have certain center row seating
Yeah.
that's saved
Yeah.
for lightning lane people.
Yeah.
So if you are adamant that this is what you want to do and you want a front row seat,
Yep.
you get at that lightning lane.
Yep. Okay. Not a great story, but it's a story. I saw it and I was like, it's a light news week, but it caught my eye and I was like fishing for things and I was like, a lightning lane. I was like, it kind of seems where, you go into the park and you have a park ticket, you should automatically just assume that you're going to get on all these experiences or shows or things like that. Now that you have to get a lightning lane to guarantee that you even get into a show you want to see seems kind of I don't know.
So I make a note to self. I want to research more about that because there must be a reason for it.
Hey, I'm not your secretary. I'm not making a note. You have your own pad.
Such a jerk.
You're funny. Make a note, but for what?
None of your business. Never mind.
Okay. Our next story, and after we do some research on that, our next story, pin trading.
Ooh.
So let me start. I remember it must have been our second or third trip to Disney.
Yeah.
And our son was doing the game with the trading cards where you walk up to the windows.
In Magic Kingdom that doesn't
Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
You talked about it before, what it was called, and I'm sure the sorcerers something
right?
Yeah, it's kind of like, imagine Harry Potter. They still do it with the wands. So you can go up to certain windows with your wand and kind of engage them to do a certain transaction. And I remember our son was doing it, and there was a gentleman who was wearing a black vest that was adorned with beautiful pins and buttons and, flair, as somebody might say. And I remember looking at your father, flair. I remember looking at your father and being like, hey, Mr. Such and Such, I thought you were a Disney dork until I just saw that guy. Because it was my first experience with pin trading and pins. And I didn't know.
Sorcerers of Magic.
That's what the game was called. So it's a shame they got rid of it. But back to the pins. I remember criticizing and having a judgment upon somebody.
Pin game is no joke.
Oh my God.
Pin game is no joke.
It is. You think the ear people are crazy, or the lounge fly people, or spirit jersey people? When you're talking pins, you're talking people that open up notebooks.
Yes.
They have them categorized.
Sleeves.
They got them.
Yep.
Oh my God, they have the special ones, like, once in a lifetime pins, where they'll trade one pin and cash for 20 pins, and like, they get into it, right? It's like baseball cards.
Absolutely. So, and I'm probably stealing your story, but you know that if you have a pin,
Yeah,
and you walk up to any cast member,
yes,
who's wearing a pin,
Yes.
You can trade with them and they cannot say no.
Cannot. As long as they're pin trading.
Yeah, you can't just be like, hey, give me your pin.
Right, correct.
But if you
most of them stand out in front of a store, they'll have a little board.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can just walk right up and trade it out.
I think pre-COVID, you used to be able to walk up to them and do it. Now
they have those little boards.
little board where they're like, hi, we are doing pin trading. You can trade off of here.
Yeah.
The story is it's the 25th anniversary coming up of the pin trading world. Yes.
Really?
The 25th anniversary. And they're actually having a ceremony at Coronado to do this. I guess there's like exclusive pins and everything. This sells out. Okay. The ceremony.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're like...
Tickets go on sale June 12th at 1 p.m. It's going to sell out. Okay. It is 100% going to sell out.
June 12th, 1 p.m.
1 p.m. If you want to do this at Coronado, this is a sanctioned Disney event. They're going to have, it's like stamp collecting. They're going to have day of only exclusive 25th anniversary pins. They're going to have ones you probably can only get here. All right. This is special.
Hardcore pin people.
The pin people. And I know because I'm on our Instagram, our socials, I try to follow pin people. Nope, they don't want to follow you. Unless you're a pin person, nope, not having it. Like, you know.
Oh, you got to be inducted to the club.
You have to write in your profile, I'm a pin trader, and show proof. Show some pins. Like, you can't just claim to be a pin person. You have to like, hey.
So wait a minute.
Show proof. Show me your board of pins. Like,
so the 4 pins I have doesn't count?
I guess not. Maybe we need to put them in a portfolio. Like,
I mean, I have pins.
You do have pins, and I wouldn't even call that a pin collector. I would call that, when you buy a nice pocketbook, what did I used to call them? The jewelry that hangs off the pocketbook?
Tchotchke.
Yeah, the bedazzlers.
The bedazzlers.
That's what you do. You have a lounge fly with a couple pins of like a couple things on it. That's not pin collecting. Pin collecting is when you have...
I'm buying you a vest.
I'm buying you a binder. All right.
Nope.
Merry Christmas. You're getting a binder.
I am buying you the vest. You know, the green and white checkered vest. You know the one I'm talking about that they used to wear?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm buying it next time we go. That or the lanyards.
So,
June 12th, huh?
June 12th. It's probably already sold out.
Probably.
Well, it's funny because I remember listening to another podcast and somebody was doing a trip over in Disneyland.
Yes.
I guess people go there daily with benches in their portfolios and set up shop every day.
To trade?
To trade. It is a non-sanctioned event where people go in and they like go to a certain area in Disneyland and they open up their binders and they wait for people to trade and do interactions and they PayPal each other and do cash transactions. Disney's okay with it.
This is intense.
I
feel stressed.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I feel amped up right now talking about it. Like, this is a world we probably shouldn't get into. Like,
no, I want you to post.
Why didn't you pay our bill? I don't know. I bought this commemorative Chip and Dale pin set. Like, I could show you the Instagram.
Why didn't you pay our bill?
Why didn't you pay our mortgage? Like, hey, I got that Lilo and Stitch pin,
Speaking of.
Wait.
All right, I'll wait.
Maybe we could do that for housekeeping. Or,
no. All right.
Yeah, we're not a movie review site. So that is that. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was something we've never even talked about, pin trading. So
well, that's because we're not in the pin trading game, and no shame, no shade, no shame. Like if you're hardcore, I mean,
if you're a leather vest guy, I literally vest guy. I wrote that down, vest guy.
I love ears, and if I could buy new ears weekly, I would. I love the lounge flies. I love the Spirit jerseys. So that's the kind of stuff I collect.
Yeah.
I just don't collect the pins, because I don't want a binder of pins, just personally.
Yeah.
But hey, if this is your life,
I'm a collector. I love baseball cards. We're sitting in a room with collections all over the place. Yeah. Like, I'm a dork.
I think if you put pins in here, our son would lose his mind.
I get the appeal. They are very portable. So you have them and you basically can put them in a binder. You can fold them up to probably like a 12-inch by 12-inch by 6-inch, and you could probably house hundreds of them. So, I mean, I guess they're nice to display. They're shiny. They're pretty. Like, they're well ornate. There's even a market for fake Disney pins.
So,
have you seen that?
Yes, it's so funny because that was just in my brain and it went out when you made me laugh. there are people out there who will tell you, like, don't just buy pins online.
Yeah.
Like, there are fake. Who's out there marketing fake pins?
There are pins that cost thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars.
There are ears that cost thousands of dollars.
That is true, too. Yes. When it comes to Disney merch, your level of, I don't want to say craziness, but your level of excitement can vary depending on, like, how deep you are diving into the pool. Like, I literally have a autograph of the current Mickey Mouse. I saw this autograph anywhere from what you paid for it to thousands and thousands of dollars.
I was lucky with that.
You were. I found it. It was certified. It was a beautiful drawing and stuff like that. And it's like, I love it. So obviously I'm a collector. Maybe someday I'll get into pins. Who knows? Who knows? We have magic bands. Like we collect stuff, but those are free.
Well, they used to be free.
Right. We bought a couple, but anyway, so if you're a pin collector, September 20th. It's September.
You just said June 12th.
Oh, yeah. Tickets go on sale September 20th. No.
What's the matter with you?
No. It is September 20th. The tickets go on sale June 12th.
Okay.
If I messed that up, sorry.
You did. So just to clarify, so we don't have to do housekeeping.
Tickets go on sale.
Coronado.
Pin
trading land.
Is September 20th, the 25th anniversary.
Okay.
Registration will open at 1 p.m. on June 12th. I don't know where you're going to register.
Probably online.
You think so?
You probably go to My Disney Experience.
Maybe
sure they're gonna have
maybe in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you do your favorite thing for us, which is, I know in this day and age you do everything online, but nothing makes me happier than when we call Disney.
Yeah.
And the sounds and the music, and we'll be on hold for hours just to listen.
I touched about this last time when I called to go on the Boo Bash. And
actually, at that time, it was Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, but whatever.
But I was on, no, it was a Boo Bash. Now it's not.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I was online for 4 hours.
Got disconnected.
And I was the happiest I'd ever been.
Yes.
Because I was listening to the operator, and there's something about that music that's probably hand-picked by psychologists.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in heaven.
Yeah,
I actually like to stop recording right now and listen.
And go listen to it?
Go book
We
something.
should just call.
Yeah. Be like, hi, what can I help you with? Nothing. I just want to be put back on hold.
Yeah, I just want to listen to your music and pretend that I'm booking something.
Okay. Our next story is Port Orleans.
Riverside or French Quarter?
French Quarter.
Oh.
We stayed there.
Loved it there. That was a total different Disney vibe.
Yeah, really, really.
But not in a bad way.
No, not at all.
It screams New Orleans.
Yes. We've been in New Orleans, so we could attest to that.
I'm not lying. It's yes.
Yeah. The wrought iron on all
the trees with the
they're not magnolia.
It's moss.
Spanish moss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way the buildings look, the music that gets pumped out, everything. As we've said multiple times, Disney knows their stuff and they know how to immerse you in a theme. And so this theme is very New Orleans theme.
It is a moderate.
So
it's
and it's off the beaten path.
It is a little bit, yeah. So the story is they just redid the rooms.
They did?
They are amazing. They're beautiful.
Stop it.
And I usually don't care about it. So we'll go to Pop Century. I love Pop Century because I love how clean and tidy it is. I have a little bit of OCD, so I like when things are tidy, clean, and look clean and are like not cluttery.
Yes.
So something about Pop Century, it's very simplistic. It's like,
very white.
Very clean. I feel it's sterile, and I kind of like that. These New Orleans rooms are gorgeous.
Stop it,
really? You should actually look. They're beautiful. Like, you know how we went there? The rooms kind of felt dated. Like, when we walked in, remember the only thing I kind of felt French Quarter-y was the beads that they put in a Mickey shape on the table. Do you remember that?
Because they still have to make it also...
You should look at the new rooms.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You should Google.
Am I going to want to go?
Yeah. They did an amazing job. Like the paints, the faded blue pastel paints and stuff like that.
Did they redo their
let me clarify. These are not all the rooms. These are the preferred rooms by the pool. I hate
when you get me excited about nonsense.
Well, those are where you want to stay anyway. You're not going to want to stay over in like the Z section, okay? But they're beautiful. And it got me so excited because, you know, that is one of the forgotten about hotels on property. And I think a lot of people get nervous because they think of like Riverside.
It's
Riverside
huge, I've heard.
is massive.
It's
It's
huge.
like the Caribbean. It's massive. French Quarter
Small.
is really small. The one time we went, we didn't get in until 1 a.m.
That was an awful. We flew, really quick fun story. We flew Spirit. Don't do it.
Do it if you have to.
I mean, do it if you have to. Honestly, let me rephrase that. If you are a Disney adult and you are flying with just your significant other or a best friend or something,
no luggage
and you have no children
or luggage,
and you only have, and you got long weekend, whatnot, yes, you can get a flight for like $5. Well, maybe not $5, but you can get a flight for $89. Now, you're only going to Florida, so the flight for us is 2.5 hours. So you can do anything for 2.5 hours. So the problem with what happened to us was we flew Spirit. We do have children. We did have luggage. That was the time that we had paid extra to sit in the front of the plane to have nice seats. Was that time? And they gave our seats away?
Yeah.
Shawn did something and messed up, and
when I was checking us in,
and magically we were checking in, and they were like, "Oh, sorry, you gave your seats away." Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Anyway, when we MCO, I love MCO because when you land and you look at that awful carpet, you're like, "Oh, I'm here. I'm at Disney."
Right.
But MCO in general is a shitty airport.
Yeah.
Okay, it's awful. The people who work there are wicked rude.
Miami's also the same though.
And when we landed, we were a half hour early landing. They made us sit on the tarmac for 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Sorry, folks.
Sorry.
We're waiting for a gate.
For a gate. Then, on top of it, we had a stroller, because as you know, that's one of our hacks to always have a stroller.
Yep.
Spirit, when you check your...
We didn't check it. We had them stow it under the plane.
Stored under the plane.
Yep.
Every other airport or every other airline usually brings your... stroller like they do for people in wheelchairs. It's right there.
It's right as soon as you get out of the plane and right as soon as you enter the little runway, rampway.
Nope. They took it upon themselves to put it in the same area where you pick up your golf clubs.
Yeah, your oversized luggage.
Which is when you go to baggage claim, if you know for MCO, is like in God's country and you have to find it.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I digress. So anyways, yes, we came in. It was like 1:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
And we couldn't even fully enjoy the whole checking in experience.
Well, I remember.
I just got real mad.
I remember talking to the concierge person there, and I was like, where's our room? And we'd never stayed at the resort before, and she was like, oh, it's over in such and such. And I was like, that sounds too far. I was like, it's impossible to get a closer room. She's like, unfortunately, and she did a solid effort. Yep. She was like, it's 2 a.m. and unfortunately there's no rooms. She's like, trust me, it's not that far. It was a 6-second walk from our room to the food court area where all the beignets are and everything else.
I was just going to talk about
that. And, but it is gorgeous. Like that. The only downfall I would say, if your kids like slides, this slide.
You mean water slide?
Water slide. Because the moderate hotels have slides at the pools.
Yes.
This one had a very bizarre.
It's a dragon.
Yeah.
He's not really. I think he's supposed to be a.
No, he's a dragon of he's something because it had a weird triton and
maybe he's an alligator.
I think you're right.
I think he's an alligator.
I think he is an alligator because as you're walking to the pool, they have the alligators playing the saxophones and everything else. And I remember my daughter and I. This was one of those experiences, a core memory, being out at that swimming pool until 11 o'clock at night. We had come.
I don't know what he is.
He's an alligator. Yeah, no, he is a Mardi Gras sea serpent.
A sea serpent.
That's kind of what he looks like.
He's a Mardi Gras sea serpent. That's what he is. And that is the theme that I've been trying to find in my brain. Mardi Gras. Because much New Orleans, the whole theme, the French Quarter is all Mardi Gras, bands and things like that.
A lot of jazz.
A lot of jazz.
Things like that. They have actually a nice bar area in the lobby where the French Quarter, when you walk in, I think it's called the Brass Cat or something.
No, Scat
Cat Lounge.
Scat Cat Lounge.
Yeah, and it's amazing. And you can get beignets. And
oh my God.
You know what's funny about the beignets?
They serve booze in those beignets.
Yeah, the shooters. You can inject you literally, they give you a little plastic injector full of alcohol. And they're like, hey, Take your beignet and load it up, like mainline that beignet.
Woo! So good.
Yeah, they're all delicious.
Whether you get booze or not, those beignets,
and they're cheap.
Yes.
For a Disney product, like you could probably charge $30 for these beignets and get it. Like, but I think they're like $6 for 3. Not even 1, for 3. The hack is.
Are you complaining about that? I'm confused.
No, but the hack is when they give you the paper bag with 3 beignets.
Shake it.
Wrap up the top and just shake it. Shake it. Like, and shake it. And it will encrust your beignet with the warm powder all over the beignet. And they're amazing. And then they'll give you dipping sauces. But they're complimentary. So I would get every one. The caramel, the chocolate. There might even be another one in there too. I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. The Scat Cat Club and Lounge is not where the beignets are served.
They're right next to.
They're right across the way.
They're right next to it. Yeah.
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 Just to clarify,
That's
the
okay.
Scat Cat is a bar and lounge only.
Yeah.
Yeah. The beignets are across the way in their cafe.
In the lobby. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think they might be a part of their restaurant there. They do. Oh, actually, they do have quick service. The one thing I would say about the quick service there
It was bad.
It didn't feel overly themed. You know.
Wait a minute, I'm getting it confused. They did have, so it was somewhat themed. I remember a big overhang balcony and
playing cards.
We're
the only, with Naveen and Tiana, we're the only reference to Disney in the whole entire place.
Correct, but also Dr.
Fossier.
Dr. Fossier is also there.
Yeah, but that's it. Like as far as other hotels and resorts, especially, are you finding a photo of it?
I'm trying.
No. So when you walk into a lot of Disney resorts, you get a feel for Disney. Like there's an essence there. There's pictures of Mickey Mouse or Donald or some certain characters. This one is not overly decorated at all. You honestly feel like you're in New Orleans, and I think that's the vibe they're going for.
So I just misspoke again. So there's a Scat Cat Lounge, which is bar, and then there's Scat Cat Club Cafe.
That is the cafe.
That is the cafe across the way.
That's where the beignets are.
Mickey-shaped beignets served with one choice of dipping sauce. 3 beignets are $7.49. 6 beignets are $10.99. Dipping sauce: salted caramel, strawberry, chocolate, ganache.
Yep.
So Baton Rouge beignets, $11.99. 2 beignets jazzed up with your choice of Bailey's Irish Cream, Kahlua, or rum chata.
Rum chata.
I had the Bailey's.
Rum chata.
That's just wrong. I had the Bailey's Irish Cream. Highly recommend it.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a photo of the new rooms, and I can't really...
What did they do?
Okay,
what did
here it is. Here it is. This is the new room. So they went with and be careful of my phone. It's recording. It went with like a blue feel wood.
Very much New Orleans theme, though. Still.
Yeah, like classy. Like classy adornments is what I would say. It almost felt like, remember when we went into Pirates a long time ago, and Pirates had a lot of brown woods and things like that.
Yep.
This room, and I'm going to say thanks to DFB Guide, because that's where I'm finding these photos right now, so I'm going to give them credit. Hey, no, their slide is definitely a sea serpent. It's a Mardi Gras sea serpent.
Yeah.
That's the bed. Like that looks like something out of a deluxe. It has a deluxe vibe to it.
Shawn just referenced Pop Century a little while ago. Pop Century is a value resort technically, and the moderate resorts always are going to have a little more. They are more expensive, but their resorts in general have a little more oomph to them, is what I will call it.
Look at the side where the table, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like little accents.
It has, the rooms are a hair bigger. You have a table.
Refrigerator in the cabinet.
Yep. You have a corner table. It's usually 2 queen beds.
Digital air conditioning.
I'm wondering if there's a hack to mess with the air conditioning.
Yeah, we'll have to
We're going to have to study that. For those of you who have stayed in Disney rooms, you'll know that the air only goes to a certain temperature, but I guess there's a hack because I know that I can't sleep when it's super warm. But anyway, we digress. So So Port Orleans adds Princess and the Frog theme.
Those rooms, I believe, are specialty rooms. Those those are theming. Yeah. Because I do know there are princess rooms, but those are in another those are over in the Caribbean, those princess rooms.
Nope. So the princess rooms you're thinking of are in Port Orleans, Riverside. Those are absolutely gorgeous. If you have...
They're far away, though.
They are far away, but if you have a child who is obsessed with princesses and you have the extra dollars, please go. I haven't been able to stay in these rooms. It's always been my goal, but go look at them. These rooms are so princess themed. They are absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So that's it. So that's it for that. I
Nice.
saw the rooms, and I usually don't get excited for rooms. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a room. It's a place to stay.
And they have a couch now.
Yeah, next to the table, which is funny. Usually they have the chairs where, when we end up getting chairs, we'll end up sliding a chair and throwing luggage on the chair. It actually feels like a nice room.
It does.
It almost feels like a room you want to hang out in, or it kind of makes you feel after a long day, you like come back and then you're like, oh, it's not just a hotel room. It's inviting in a way. So I thought that was interesting.
They have Princess and the Frog theming on the walls.
Do they?
Yep.
Of course they do.
Yep.
My next story, I think, is an interesting one. I heard it reported 2 weeks ago, and I was like, what the fuck? Sorry, excuse the language, but like,
way to go.
What the fuck? Like, that's all I could say.
So you heard this reported. Sorry, I just...
Not this story, this new story.
Okay.
Phineas and Ferb.
I heard you the other day say, oh, yeah, because Phineas and Ferb are super relevant.
I tried to make my daughter watch Phineas and Ferb. She
likes Phineas and Ferb.
She got stuck on it for a good month, and she loved the theme song. She loved the complaining sister. Phineas and Ferb came out way after my generation. I know they're popular.
2007.
2007. Okay. Yeah. 2007. Almost 20 years ago.
Yep.
They're bringing back a meet and greet with Phineas and Ferb this summer.
Why?
For a Cool Kids Summer.
Oh.
Because kids know who Phineas and Ferb is now?
No.
Are they still... I know the reruns, or are they called reruns? I know the show is on Disney Plus. I know you can stream it. And I know there's obviously nostalgia for it. But really?
Maybe they had a spike. Now that everything is digital, you know what I mean? You can watch anything,
on Disney Plus,
and you can watch, things from beginning to end.
Our daughter's obsessed with Jessie. That's also just as old as probably Phineas and Ferb.
Yes, and she's literally watched it like 7 times. Beginning to end, 7 times. Yep, she's watching Austin and Ally right now, which is also 1,000,000 years old.
Yes.
So maybe they had a spike in people watching Phineas and Ferb.
I don't get... I heard...
Where is this meet and greet going to be?
It's going to be in Epcot. I've heard they're reviving the show. What does revive mean? Does revive mean they're trying to bring the show back?
Phineas and Ferb are returning for a new season in 2025. The revival will premiere on Disney Channel on June 5th, 2025 on Disney Plus.
So that's why. Okay. I heard the revival, but who are you reviving it for, I guess is my question. So you're going to have a meet and greet, and they're going to be like, oh my God, Phineas and Ferb. Maybe it's actually smart marketing.
It is.
You're going to be like, hey, who's Phineas and Ferb? I don't know. Go check them out. And then when you go home after your vacation, you're like, oh, new Phineas and Ferb show. Oh my God, I met these guys. Don't know who they are, but let me check out their show. And then maybe look at their back catalog.
Yep.
I guess it makes a little bit more sense because the way it was reported, I was like, who cares?
Because
we talked about this last time. 1,000,000 new characters. 1,000,000 characters.
I know.
And it's like...
Why would we bring back Phineas and Ferb if we can just,
Like Baloo. You know who Baloo is,
Baloo
right?
the bear.
Baloo the bear goes back to Jungle Book.
He was also in Tailspin, though, when I was TGIF Friday.
Peter Pan. Remember the Peter Pan where
No.
Peter... No, the original. Not the Peter Pan, the cartridge. The Peter Pan... Ooh.
I'm sorry, what?
With Peter Pan was the fox. And Baloo was the sheriff. Remember that Peter Pan?
Not Peter.
Robin Hood.
Stupido.
But you remember it.
Yes.
Baloo was in a bunch of things. What's the
He's
last...
not always Baloo the bear.
But what's the last thing Baloo has been in?
The remake of the Jungle Book, the live action one,
Okay.
probably.
20 years ago, right? Baloo also still has meet and greets occasionally. Like, he'll come out and people be
I can't believe you were
people be like, who's Baloo? All right.
Robin Hood. And that's
Robin Hood.
I love that old school Disney movie,
I know,
Robin Hood.
I know you do. I know. That's why I was trying to whistle the song.
Yeah, and you did awful with that too. Da-na-na-na-na. That song, way to totally
so
your life.
I guess that makes more sense with Phineas and Ferb. Like,
yeah, they're reviving it.
Reviving the show. And I wrote revive, and that's why I figured you'd look it up to tell me, like, what are they doing with reviving it? Not sure. Hey, they're not sure if they're going to stay, like the character meet and greets. They might be temporary. They could go away because I guess in the Jollywood Nights event that they had during Christmas, I guess they came back and were kind of popular. So
Phineas and Ferb?
Phineas and Ferb. But you got to think, it's Jollywood Nights. It's a kind of jazzy flapper meets like Epcot meets drinking. So that would go with the genre. Like, if people like our age are going to Jollywood Nights, of course we're going to know Phineas and Ferb are, or some of us maybe.
The new season will consist of 40 episodes across 2 seasons.
Oh, wow. Oh, so they're legit. So
they're hardcore.
This is what you call a takeoff.
Yep.
All right. That is smart marketing. This is what they should be doing for every takeoff. Like, you know, the new Lilo and Stitch movie that just came out? Hey, you know what they probably should have had? Lilo and Stitch meet and greets at all the parks to get everybody excited for the new movie.
So
but we can talk about that later. Anyway, our next topic is DAS system, the DAS. It is the disability system for Disney. We have never had to use the system.
No.
Thankfully, I'm going to say that thankfully. A lot of people do need the system. The system has been revised. It was revised probably a year or so ago, maybe a little bit more. I guess they've put some restrictions on it. It is in its present iteration, they're using a third-party system. During its current iteration, they have hired a third-party consultant to kind of do the assessment for DAS. Whether they feel
you have to have like an online interview.
Yeah, it's an online interview. You know, Disney they're not medical professionals. I think they don't want the liability, so they're putting the liability on somebody else, which I guess makes sense. I don't want to speak out of school here. I don't work in the medical field. I know nothing about any of this stuff. I know there are certain disabilities that they say you qualify for and others that you don't. And in my mind, I'm like, well, those don't make sense. But again, I don't know. So it's not anything I'm even aware of.
I think the DAS pass.
This is the issue.
Okay.
I guess they've limited even more things, which I don't know about that. But I guess what they did do that as a positive is they are now, once you are qualified, it now lasts a year. Before, that makes sense, right? But before, it only lasted 240 days. So if you get a park ticket, it only lasts for the duration of your park ticket or 240 days thereafter. What if you're an annual pass holder?
Then you have to just keep reapplying for it.
That's why they enacted the year. So this is a positive for people who are annual pass holders.
Yeah.
Because imagine having an annual pass and having a DAS and being like, well, I got this for a year, but now at 240 days, I need to kind of go prove my disability again.
Yeah, you know,
it's a very gray area.
Children with autism and stuff, I think that that is very hard for people who chronically go to Disney. You know what I mean? And having to do this every time would be very tedious.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you have a loved one who's been diagnosed with severe autism or, you know, some type of disability, those don't go away.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lifelong thing, you know, that you have.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm happy for that portion of the DAS pass. What I will say for the DAS pass is, and I'm going to say this as lightly as I can.
That it was definitely abused.
And I'm hoping we don't get a lot of flack for it. I've been in line and seen people
blatantly abuse it.
Blatantly abuse it.
Yeah, we're Americans, and no shame on America, but we love to find loopholes in things, and there were a lot. I'm glad it was revised for people that do have solid disabilities. There were people there that was like, hey, I got a cavity. Give me the DAS pass. Like,
I
hey,
can't wait in line. It bothers my tooth.
hey, I can't, whatever. Like my scalp itches. I can't, like dandruff. I can't, they were coming up with everything. Like, and I get it. If that's you, you're paying a lot of money for Disney. Like, I personally would feel gross doing that. Like, give it to somebody who actually needs it, because I'm going to Disney. I can wait in line. I'm capable. I can stand.
Our kids are capable. Do
Yeah,
they hate it?
we're capable.
110%. But you know what?
Hate it, right?
That is a perfect way to put it, is I am a capable human
Yep,
being
yep,
of waiting in
yep.
line.
So I do have sympathy for people that legitimately do need this, and even have to kind of prove that they need it. So I'm glad that now they don't have to go kind of take an interview. Like, I'm glad it's good for a year. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
And that's
I want to look up the things that they've limited.
Yeah, I it's kind of probably upset me
That they've limited?
that they limit even more. It's ridiculous. Anyway, our next and probably final story is the reason there's not a lot of news this week.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Because Epic Universe opened.
It
and
opened on the 22nd.
the line.
Oh, I literally, did you look at my notes?
I didn't.
Oh,
The line to get in was
The line to get in what?
Epic Universe.
Oh, I got the line to get on one ride specifically.
Oh, no. I only viewed the line to get in was insane.
Yeah.
But I will say that someone posted on Instagram the other day, went to Disney thinking there would be no lines because Epic Universe opened. # there were plenty of lines.
Yeah. We're recording this as of May 25th, so Sunday. So Epic Universe has been open since the 22nd. On opening day, this is not like a preview. This was actually opening day. Somebody went to go get on Harry Potter. Remember last night when we were watching Harry Potter, and I was like, "Hey, we're gonna."
Can I just?
Sure.
I just said, I want to back up because I don't want to do it. And I am not saying that autism is a disability. I mean, I am. If you have severe autism and you can't, I just in the light of what happened in the news, I don't want anyone to feel like I was saying there are children who probably can wait in line who have autism.
You're saying there's different levels.
There's different levels of autism.
Right.
So
autism is a disability.
It is a disability.
Yes.
But I don't want to say straight out of the gate, just
I
because.
see what you're saying because of the current political situation.
Yes. So I just
you're clarifying.
Clarifying in my brain.
Yes.
Yes. Obviously, if you needed the DAS pass for whatever disability you have, being it autism, being it anything else, I am not here to judge or to say that you do or don't have a disability. I just wanted to specify that there are probably children who have autism.
Yeah, functioning
that do wait in line. So sorry. My brain instantly panicked for 20 seconds because I stuck out an actual disability. And so anyways, go back into your.
Sure.
So go.
But back to the Harry Potter, it's the Ministry of Magic ride or with the new one.
Yeah.
It was down the whole entire day.
What?
People waited 5 hours and some of them didn't even get on the ride until the end of the day. Imagine going into this new land and waiting 5 hours. The ride was down. So I guess the way it was working was it was super swamped at the beginning of the day. People were waiting 5 hours. They didn't know the ride was down. They were just waiting. They just thought the ride was long. So all those people were in that one queue where other people were getting to go to other rides. I guess it was super busy in the beginning, but then kind of eased its way up a little bit. Towards the end of the day, there were almost no lines. They were manageable.
Really?
Yeah, I heard a lot of rides have been breaking down. There's a lot of issues, a lot of quirks they need to work out. I'm sure they will.
I'm sure they will, and I'm sure it will get better. But much like anything, that's happened to us. We waited one time. We sat outside of Test Track forever. We got there.
I was angry
this was before. This was before Genie Plus.
Yeah.
And Fast Passes were back. So this was in that weird.
It wasn't Fast Passes had got, because it was right after COVID, so they'd gone away with Fast Passes, but before Genie Plus.
Yes.
So we were, It was basically first come, first serve.
First come, first serve. We got to Epcot super early, did rope drop because it was still when rope drop.
Walked to the front entrance.
Went right to test track, sat there, and you could hear the car. So if you've been to Epcot, you know when the ride is running because you can hear the car zooming by. And we sat there, and the ride wasn't opening and not opening and not opening. And then you could hear the car stop. And what pissed us off is that you went to a cast member and they were like, nope, they lied. It's the first time I've ever had an experience where they were not forthcoming with what was going on.
Yeah, I actually said something to a cast member. I was disappointed in myself, but at the same time, if you get in line and people, the person that holds the staff at the end, like you shall not pass.
Yeah.
But they have the little board that says line starts here.
Yes.
If you're not telling people the ride is down while people are getting in line, shame on you.
I don't think they can. I have a feeling they can't. I have a feeling they're not allowed to be like, hey, I know this line says, 65-minute wait. P.S. It's really 90 minutes because the ride is down.
Yeah.
And so we were those people for the first time ever. And we've never, ever treated cast members that way, ever. Normally, it's like when I see people get upset with a cast member, I feel disgusted for them. But you're like, dude, you're not even telling people. And I think it's because they straight up lied.
So if I think about it from a Disney perspective, if I take myself out of the mind of a consumer of a Disney product and I put my mind in like we're the provider of the product, what happens is somebody, hey, Mr. Such and Such, this ride is down. And they walk away. And 2 seconds later, ride is up. But 5 other people got in line. Well, that person might be mad because they could have been 5 ahead of those other people. So it works both ways. So they're probably just like, I don't know nothing. It happens in every park.
I know nothing.
I know nothing. I heard of somebody who just went up to a ride and they were like, hey, notice the ride's pretty backed up. And the person was like, is this the only ride you were going to be riding today? And the guy was like, no. And they're like, oh, you might want to go look at those other rides first. So the staff member instructed, hey, this is not up and running. You should go elsewhere.
So with that being said, we've been on rides, plenty of rides, where they announce, hey.
That's inside the queue, though, not at the end.
You're right.
Yeah. So there's sometimes multiple queues. There's an indoor queue and sometimes an outdoor queue. Sometimes if you're in the outdoor queue,
Nope. 7 Dwarfs Mine Train, the last time we waited 75 minutes for that ride.
Yeah.
You heard that announcement all over the ride.
That's in a small confined area. You're tight right there.
They hadn't even let people in the inside queue.
Yeah. Let's think of a ride that has a long outdoor queue. Test Track. It wraps around the building. Frozen. When we were at Frozen that time, remember we got there for early entry.
But they hadn't let anyone in yet.
Right, but they hadn't announced it was all word of mouth. It was like, I heard
those
the ride's
people
down.
Let us get.
Heard the ride's down. Nikki and I were like, oh man, I think the ride's down. Let's jump and go over to Remy's. We jumped out. And then they were like, and we heard whispering, the ride's back up, the ride's back up.
And the people.
So the people that were behind us were like, go ahead, you can get back in line. Like they
solid to those people if you ever.
They allowed us to weasel way back in. We're like.
So 5-hour wait for Harry Potter. And it was.
It opened at the end of the day. I had heard during one of these podcasts I listened to I could probably give them a shout out if I knew what their name of the podcast was off the top of my head. But they go, and I listen to them all the time. They went to a park preview, and it was a $120 per guest for a preview, meaning not all the rides were even running, or all of the guests were even doing were able to do everything. And they felt irritated. They felt the prices were way too high. They felt that it was kind of like a little bit of a robbery, And I was like, oh, I feel bad for these people. It kind of feels gross when they do stuff. Capture the Magic podcast. They're a great podcast. I get a lot of resources from them. They do a lot of trip reviews and stuff like that. And they went there during a park preview and they were kind of irritated. They were like, ugh. kind of felt gross, kind of felt like these were normal prices, and it kind of felt like Universal was, in a way, part price gouging, which I was like, I get it. It's kind of gross. But that's it. I just wanted to give that, and it's Universal news, but that's why there's a lot. Everybody's bracing this week. Everybody was like, oh my God, we have to see what happens with the opening. I mean, Josh D'Amaro and all the presidents were like, good luck, Universal. They got to be positive because they hope if people now want to go to Universal that they'll get some of the, fall over, like spillover. People go just to go to Universal and be like, oh, while we're here,
Let's go to Disney.
Let's go to Disney for a day or two. And Disney's trying to entice with their obviously aggressive bracing.
Yes.
Across the board. So that is it for stories, except my hack is also a story.
Oh.
Okay. I caught this on the tail end. Somebody else plugged this story, and I was like, whoa. This is a hack / story. Disneyland in California, Anaheim, Disneyland, not Disney World, is celebrating their 70th anniversary.
Yes.
Costco. We've had Costco memberships before, right?
We currently don't, but yes,
we don't.
In the past.
I want to sometimes, and sometimes I'm like, what am I going to buy? Like, 9 gallons of water and, like a 30-pound steak and and a tire and a battery. They're selling park tickets for Disneyland.
Oh my God, $4.99.
Oh my God, you got it right there, $4.99. Look, $4.99
for 3 days.
For 3 days.
Yes.
Here's the catch. Here's the best part. It includes park hopper and your lightning lane built in.
But it's only for Disneyland.
It's only for Disneyland. But if you're planning on going to Disneyland, that is each ticket, a ticket with a park hopper with lightning lane is $280. This is 3 days of all of that for $449.
Oh, no, $4.99.
No, $449. It's $449. Trust me. Look it up. $449. The only glitch here, the only thing, cannot be consecutive days. So I guess it would be good.
We are going.
We're going for 1 day.
We're going for 1 day.
This won't work for us, unfortunately.
But then we could go when we land.
Consecutive days.
So you go when you land and you go the next day.
Cannot go back-to-back days.
What is consecutive?
Consecutive means back-to-back.
You just said consecutive days.
You cannot go consecutive days.
Oh.
You have to skip a day. So
I don't understand that.
I guess this would be good if you're like, hey, I'm going for a week.
I'm so lost.
I'm going for a week.
I'm so lost.
I'm going to go on Monday. Tuesday is going to be my pool day. I'm going to go back on Tuesday. Then maybe I buy another ticket for Thursday, and then Friday is my other ticket. It's almost like getting a third day for free. That's it. Yeah. You're looking this up like I'm wrong about something.
Costco members can purchase a special 3-day park hopper ticket bundled for Disneyland's 70th anniversary.
Yeah, 70th. The magic's calling.
Including Lightning Lane Pass.
That's what I said.
And a $30 dining card.
Yeah, and the dining card.
For $449.99.
Oh, was I right? $449.
The tickets are available from May 20th to December 19th.
Correct.
The bundle includes Disneyland and California Adventure.
Yep, DCA.
Inclusions: 3-day park ticket, Lightning Lane, park access, available at select Costco locations, California, Washington, Oregon, and Idaho.
Well, if you're listening from California, I didn't say, I don't know. Yes. It never said the locations you can get it for. Maybe if you're a California local.
The tickets can be used on a non-consecutive date. See?
Non-consecutive. I don't report fake news here. That was the one hang-up. I was like, oh, there's the loophole. But you could, listen to me. If you're going for 5 days.
No, I agree with you.
It would still save, it's still, if you do the math, is saving you almost $300.
Yeah.
Granted, I think if you're bundling all this, you might get a little bit of a savings. Hey, if you're a number cruncher, do the math. Price it out like if you got 5 consecutive days, And then if you like broke them up with a break in between and then just threw on a random day, like you just bought a random park ticket, like you went Monday, you took an off day on Tuesday, you went Wednesday, got yourself a park ticket for Thursday, and then went back on Friday. What would it cost you versus this pass versus if you bundled it all together? I thought the kicker was the Lightning Lane and the Park Hopper built in. If you were at Disney World, that would probably cost you, I think a ticket plus a Park Hopper is like roughly $250. It is probably the same.
Yeah.
So too bad they don't do that here.
Well, Costco has Disney. Costco has Costco travel.
Disney vacation travel packages.
So they have travel packages. People swear by Costco.
Yeah.
Swear by their savings.
Yeah, rental cars, things like that. Yep.
So I'm going to have to look into the Costco land again.
Yeah. So I guess that's my hack is try to find a discount whenever you can.
Yes.
I've seen, and be wary. Like I remember when we drove to Florida, I remember seeing billboards, the cheapest Disney tickets possible. They're full of shit. Okay. Those little people on the side of the road,
they're liars.
Those are liars. Ticket prices are ticket prices. The only discounts you might find are Disney sanctioned discounts or sometimes travel agents.
Yes, we'll be able to get you.
We'll be able to get you something like maybe a credit or something like that, or maybe a little perk here or there. But only Disney can allow a discounted ticket. God, I feel bad for those people that go to that little roadside shack, hand over $500, get 2 tickets, get to the park, and realize like they got scammed of some way. Like, maybe it's an exclusion date, or maybe it's a military pass, or whatever it might be. So this I know is a Disney sanctions discount.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't be offering it at Costco if it wasn't a Disney sanctioned discount.
It sounds amazing if you're planning on going to Disneyland. Unfortunately,
P.S. You got to live in California to buy the Costco.
Correct. Well, the other kicker too is it's only for this year. We're going in 2026. Yeah. So, that's it. That's all I got for this week. It was a light news week. Next week we're gonna do our top of the month treat. We're still kind of going over what we might talk about. I think I have an idea. I think I touched on it last week. Possibly pricing out the cheapest vacation you could go on for maybe like a long weekend. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to crunch the numbers. I'm going to come up with a couple scenarios, present it to you, and we're going to tear it apart. We're going to talk about dining. We're going to talk about transportation. We're going to talk about like meals versus a shuttle versus an Uber versus you driving down there. So we're going to do the math for our family of 4, and we're going to go over it and kind of rip it apart and dissect it.
Okay.
So you got anything else?
No.
Sure?
I don't. I think I'm good.
All right. Well, until next week, stay classy, Disney.
And thanks for stopping by.